Welcome those of you in attendance today to the January 27th, 2022 Board of Public Works and Safety meeting. Roll call, please.
Mr. Margaret.
Here.
Mr. Long.
Here.
Mr. Perez.
Here.
Any conflict of interest statements?
No, sir.
No. Approval of minutes of the meeting of January 20th, 2022. Good.
Make a motion to approve those minutes.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. There are no bid openings. Matters from department heads or their representatives? No. Okay, prior to moving into correspondence, there's a gentleman who's on Zoom that we're going to go to the second page to old business and see what the status of 504 177th Street is. Mr. Driscoll, can you hear us?
I can. Good morning.
Good morning.
Council.
Good morning, Mr. President and Board. I emailed Mr. Driscoll this morning. This is, I'd like to present the Board with current photos that were taken just yesterday to show the condition of the property. This property is basically at the very end of Harrison where it tees with 177th. Right by there's a park right behind the home. So
Exactly where it's at.
Yep. So when this was first before the board over the summer, Mr. Driscoll let the board know that his client was obtaining the tax deed. At that time, we requested that the outside of the property, which was pretty messy and had debris and weeds, get cleaned up. His client did that. They also made sure that it was secure and boarded up, but we're waiting on the tax deed. We set this over for status in January to check on the status of the tax deed. Also, we had a rehab agreement prepared in November. There was one provision that Mr. Driscoll's client was concerned about, and that was the end date of March, just because he didn't believe that he was going to have the tax deed until January. And my guess is he doesn't have it yet or is about to get it, maybe at the best. And so Mr. Driscoll requested that the provision in the rehab agreement be changed to 4 months after receipt of the tax deed, plus or minus 14 days. So we've added that provision in. I believe he's going to be getting it signed by his client. And if so, we'll present it to the board probably next week if it's not already signed. Oh, Linda indicated that it's signed. So you may have it in the pile, actually. So that's good news. So that's what I've got to report. I'll turn it over to Mr. Driscoll for any update.
Yeah, I think Attorney Smith pretty much covered everything. Another thing they did, they tore down a fence, so they took responsibility for the property all late summer and fall. Excuse me. The tax deed, the order to issue deed was granted at the standard cattle call hearing in December. The order was received 2-3 weeks after that. It was actually submitted to the auditor on January 14, so basically almost 2 weeks ago. So I would expect we'll have a deed any day, and he'll be prepared to move forward with the rehab as soon as he has the deed.
So if we could have a status on this, let's say mid-April, just to check status, and I assume by that time we'll have good news to report. And if not, and if it needs to be brought up before then, Mr. Kearney and his folks will let us know that and we can take a look.
How about the 14th or 21st?
Jamie, any preference, April 14th or 21?
No, either's fine.
Board's pleasure.
21.
21?
Yeah, after tax day.
Okay. Is that good?
April 21st at 9. Jamie, I would also request that the board approve the rehab agreement that's been signed by Mr. Driscoll's client that you have in your pile there.
New and updated agreement? Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's actually the original, it's the first,
Original?
yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will make a motion to approve the rehab agreement and also to set it for status to April 21st, 2022.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Thank you, board. Thanks,
you,
Mr. Driscoll.
All right, thank you.
Okay, we did the minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, did the minutes. Okay, and thank you for letting us jump ahead. Number 7, correspondence. Item A, Correspondence received from Dean Button, City Engineer, requesting the approval of the agreement for professional services with American Structure Point in the amount of $20,120 for the Holman Avenue Phase 1 design, water main additional service, and advising that Hammond Water Department has agreed to fund the design services cost. Mr.
Good morning.
Bush.
This, basically, all this is extra design work for the water main that the water department will be paying for. And this is the agreement with the contract, or the engineering firm to do their services. They're contracted through the Board of Works, whereas there's an interlocal agreement for the water department and the civil city to pay for it. So
This has already been approved by the board. There's intergovernmental that covers it. This is just additional cost. So
Okay.
I just would ask the board to approve it pursuant to the intergovernmental agreement for payment.
Good?
Yes.
Okay, then
Thank
I
you.
will make a motion to approve the request from Mr. Button.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item B, correspondence received from Dean Button requesting the approval of the agreement for professional services with First Group Engineering in the amount of $113,564 for the 129th and Calumet stormwater improvements, design engineering, and advises that funding for design is through an intergovernmental agreement with the Hammond Port Authority. This similar?
Yeah, similar,
Smith?
same thing. This is that work at that northwest corner there to prevent that flooding. So, and we have agreement with the Port Authority. You've already approved it, intergovernmental, so it'd be the same motion.
Okay,
And we received approximately $950,000 grant from the state for this work.
Okay. Okay, then I will make a motion to approve
Thank
Mr.
you.
Button's request.
thank you.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Now, let's see. Item C, correspondence received from Chief of Police William Short notifying Officer Gabriel Malave was transferred from Patrol Division to the Jail Division as of November 28, 2021, and requesting correctional officers Eric Banvich and Alyssa Lopez, who have passed all required training and completed one-year probationary period, receive the promotional raise due effective January 25th, 2022.
Make a motion to approve Chief Short's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item D, correspondence received from Assistant Chief of Police Jeffrey Long requesting approval for 2 disciplinary actions.
I'm going to abstain from this vote.
And I will recommend to approve the 2 requests from the Police Department.
I concur.
Okay. Item E, correspondence received from Fire Chief Jeffrey Smith recommending Engineer Jeffrey Hartleroad be promoted to the rank of Captain, retroactive January 4, 2022, and Private Brian Bean promoted to the rank of Engineer, retroactive January 11, 2022, submitted for approval.
I make a motion to approve Chief Smith's request.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item F, correspondence received from Dean Button approving the request of Gary Up Construction to close the road on 171st near Purdue Northwest Campus starting January 25th, 2022.
This is for the Schneider project, and there's only a short part of 171st to be closed. And I believe the garbage trucks servicing Purdue will be able to get through. So it's just a segment on the south side of Purdue's parking garage for a tie-in for the storm sewer.
Okay. So it's 171st and Schneider roughly?
Basically, yes, to the west,
Okay.
to the Purdue campus where the road was closed many years ago.
Okay.
Okay, I will make a motion to approve Mr. Button and Gary Up's request.
Thank you.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item G, correspondence received from resident Cheryl Weaver requesting speed limit signs and/or children at play signs on the 6700 block of Woodmar Avenue for safety reasons. I guess we're going to engineering probably with this, right?
For review?
Yeah.
Okay, I will make a motion to send Ms. Weaver's request to engineering for their review and recommendation.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Matters from board members. Mr. Long?
No, sir.
Mr. Perez?
No, sir.
No? Okay. New business. Item A, right-of-way permit submitted for approval. Man, how are we gonna,
Oh, you got it. Reached our ziggurat.
oh, I like it. Mr. Gordon?
Those 3 permits are NIPSCO, several of them are for the Westlake, and just to inform you, I believe all the electric and gas for Westlake through NIPSCO all the permits have gone through, so hopefully there's not going to be any more for you. So I would recommend approval.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, I will make a motion to approve the right-of-way permits.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. I think the ziggurat that we've used in the meeting today has worked out well.
It has. We've definitely reached our ziggurat.
Item 10, old business. We've already addressed item A. Let's go to item B, status 820 Bauer.
Mr. President, actually, you've met Mr. McKinley and his son. They've been here a couple times. I'm not sure why they're not here today. I don't see them on Zoom. But my guess is that they haven't got the tax deed yet. They have paid for the demolition inspection. So what I'd like to do is kick this out another month just to catch status. And Linda, could you please send a letter to Mr. McKinley indicating that he is asked to appear by, Mr. McKinley?
Yeah,
All right. Good timing.
good timing. Perfect.
We're up.
timing.
Yes, come on up.
No pressure, no pressure.
No time to take the coat off, just come on up. That's all right. Well, you are,
Oh,
you got through it really
You're
quick
fogging
today.
up?
So we were just mentioning that we were wondering if you got the tax deed or not yet.
It hasn't, I went to court, Bob was able to, get everything to me, but I'm waiting right now for them to send me the tax deed.
Actually issue the deed.
Right.
And you've paid for the demolition inspection, correct?
No, not yet,
Okay,
because it's not in my name.
understood. But I know, not that you had it, did you pay for it yet downstairs?
No, I thought they said to wait until it got transferred to my name.
That's fine. No, we had a record that somebody had potentially paid for it, but maybe it might be a different address. So the plan is still to get the deed.
Yep.
Go pay for the demolition inspection.
Right.
And then do a rehab agreement, right? Okay, why don't we, let's set it out to maybe March. And that way, by that time, I believe the rehab agreement will probably be in your hands. And that way we can make sure that Mr. McKinley has the deed by then. You'll just let us know as soon as you get the deed, okay?
Right. Now, I think John Bobin, prior to it, had gotten a pre-demolition,
Oh, that must be what it was.
yeah.
Okay. All right, well, if you could just talk to Mr. Kearney after the hearing, just to get that worked out, but
Okay.
otherwise, we'll set it for March, all right?
Okay, do we know what date in March?
March, oh,
No, it's okay.
March 10th? March 10th?
March 10th. Which I can see.
Thursday.
That works.
Oh, no, that's fine.
March 10th is perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm going to make a motion to set 820 Bauer Street for status for March 10th, 2022 at 9 AM.
I
Thank you.
second.
Thank you. Thanks, Mr. McKinley.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Okay, meeting's open to the public? Going
I wanted to
once?
let the board know that the demolition at 5248 Homan, the gas is going off today. Mr. Kearney's been working extensively with NIPSCO and the folks in the building, or next door building, and the building across the alley, and the demolition's going to begin tomorrow.
Wow.
Good news. Yes, good news, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
Okay, you good? Okay, I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.